Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today is best of one day, so we're going to be playing a deck that is suitable for non-sideboarding based matchups. Today we're going to be playing a deck that probably should be a mana burn list, but honestly I've been having a lot of fun with it, and it's best of one, so, you know, we can go up against those casual opponents in the unranked queues. What we're going to be doing today is playing around Magistrate's Scepter, a 3-mana artifact that allows us to basically, with this deck, take infinite turns. So we can put a counter on the Magistrate's Scepter, and then if we have 3 or more counters, we can tap it to remove those 3 counters to take an extra turn. So the idea is, what we want to be doing is getting 4 counters on Magistrate's Scepter so that we can leave one behind, taking an extra turn, and then using that extra turn to generate 3 more counters on the Scepter. So the way that we actually do that is via proliferation, for the most part. We've got Contentious Plans, which proliferate and draw a card, and Flux Channeler as well, which says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you proliferate. In combination, Flux Channeler plus Contentious Plan, you actually get to use this spell here to proliferate twice, which is basically enough to take an extra turn, which is pretty sweet. You draw a card off of it as well, which likely hits you a non-creature, which lets you proliferate again off the Flux Channeler, and you get your your 4th counter, so you can tap it and take an extra turn after that one. We also have one Evolution Sage in here just because it's pretty funny when you actually have one of these in play and you ult your Nissa, getting all those lands in play, yet again proliferates off the Evolution Sage, so for each land that enters the battlefield with Evolution Sage, we get to put a counter on the Scepter. Other than that though, we've basically got some survivability pieces. We're going to be fogging our opponent using Root Snares and Pause Reflections to stay into the game until we get our infinite turn combo, using Tamiyo to either tick up to search for those cards or minus to get them out of our graveyard. One fun little combo is having Flux Channeler in play with Tamiyo and basically using the -3 to recur Contentious Plan, because between these two the minus is only going to be costing you 1 loyalty total, so you can do it for so many turns and get your extra turns that way, which is really sweet. But yeah, we've got Nissa as our win con, 5 mana, 5 loyalty. Whenever you tap a forest for mana, you add an additional green, so we can pay for things a lot better. And we also get to tick up to put 3 counters on a 1/1 count on a 0/0 land and give it haste. And we can use the proliferate there as well to make those 3/3s into 4/4s, 5/5s, 6/6s, and so on and so forth. The -8 obviously gets lands out of our deck and onto the battlefield. We have River's Rebuke to bounce because it's funny, and Llanowar Elves to ramp, Bond of Flourishing to find our pieces, and that's essentially the deck. We do have some Karn's Bastions in here, but I'm not actually that fond of them. I think they're probably not all that great, but with Nissa in play you can double some mana, so it makes it kind of fun all the same. But yeah, before we get into the matchups, it would be amazing of you if you do hit that like button if you do enjoy this kind of content, as well as subscribe as well for more decks like this in the future. But without further ado, let's get into the games, and I'll see you there. Alright, well we've got Elves and Scepter, so we're going to keep it. I'm sure we can manage otherwise, and we're also on the play, which is very nice. Let's see if they've got the bird bolting shenanigans, otherwise we get Scepter down next turn. Turn after that we stick a counter on it, and then all we have to do is find a way to proliferate. Alright, there's Scepter. Oh yes, time to read. We'll immediately kill Llanowar Elves, so we can't stick a counter on it, no doubt. It's a bit early to go off, but, you know, just even getting an extra turn is going to be pretty sweet. Yeah, there's Nightmare's Thirst. Alright. Ooh, Llanowar Elves. Okay, it costs 4 to actually put the counter on it. We need to have 1 counter on at some point during the game, and preferably try not to remove it, because future proliferate effects will actually add to the counters. Okay. Well, I'm not afraid of that, so let's just pass the turn. We're just going to put a counter on the Scepter. Next turn we've got Tamiyo plus Root Snare, which is pretty nice. Seems like the kind of matchup where that'd be relevant. Search for, I guess, Flux Channeler. Could also be Nissa. Just go for the Nissa beats. Call to the feast. Yep, don't care. Alright. Put a counter. This does get 3 triggers, so it goes up to a 6/6, which is pretty big. Pretty big indeed. We're not going to block. Because we don't need to. Ooh, contentious plan. Okay. Well, let's just do... I'm going to do Tamio, but leave open the mana for Root Snare, because I don't really want to be caught off guard with that kind of thing. And let's go find Flux Channeler.
To the library.
There it is. Alright, Flux Channeler plus Contentious Plan is enough on the Scepter to actually get an extra turn, which is pretty sweet. As long as we get to keep Tamio around, it's going to be pretty easy to win. As well as Flux Channeler, of course. So, I mean, we'll see what they do. I want to give them the impression that combat matters, but not necessarily have them rely on it. Well, that actually does make combat matter, because they can get through Root Snare with that. So, goes up to 7/7. They can drain us for 3 on the vampire attacks. That doesn't do what you think it does. But a drain for 3 nonetheless. Okay. So let's do Flux Channeler. Contentious Plan now. Yeah, Contentious Plan now. Proliferate, proliferate. Get a land. Then we can go Island, -3 Tamio, Contentious Plan.
The past is never forgotten.
Proliferate, proliferate. It's only costing us 1 a turn to keep this loop going. And we keep counters on Tamio, and now we get a Contentious Plan again. Okay, so let's do Bond of Flourishing just in case we get another Flux Channeler. We also proliferate. So we're taking infinite turns at this point, I think. It's fair enough to say, I think. Let's go Forest, Contentious Plan, Proliferate, proliferate, draw a card, take an extra turn, minus Tamio, get Contentious Plan,
I have learned
Contentious
much.
Plan, double proliferate. There's an extra turn lined up, and can't attack, so we'll wait a little longer. Ooh, Scepter, okay. Can we set up Scepter for double triggers? We can take an extra turn there. We can Scepter, proliferates, pay the 4 to put counter on that, shock ourselves, minus Tamio, Contentious Plan. This is game 1, by the way. Just want to point that out. Alright, now I think we're literally infinite. There's Flux Channeler. Yeah, definitely, 100% going infinite. Flux Channeler. Insolent Harbor. Minus Tamio. We're basically digging through our entire deck until we find Nissa, while taking extra turns. So, triple proliferate, which is an extra turn every single time we play that. Yeah. It ends when we find Nissa, we make land creatures which tick up, and we make those 3/3s, 4/4s, 5/5s, 6/6s, 7/7s, until we have all of the lands in our deck and are swinging for lethal. So, good stuff. Game 1 down. Wow. Okay, well we've got Evolution Sage, which is okay if we can ult Nissa. Bond of Flourishing to find our pieces, Roots there to survive. It's okay. It's okay. Play Forest and go. Opponent. Another life gain match again. Okay, well. Let's just do Bond of Flourishing. Find a land actually for the Evolution Sage, that's not too bad. So we can proliferate once, at least. It's not actually going to matter, though, because we need something like Nissa down first. Or Magistrate Scepter. Okay. Well, in that case, let's play down the Scepter. And next turn we'll put a counter on it. Turn after... I don't know. We'll see. We will see, won't we? Moment of triumph. Getting aggressive. Wow, down to 17. Okay, and there's Tamio. Okay. Alright. Well. Yeah, we're just going to put a counter on the Scepter. And then we've got that available to us, so we could do, like, Evolution Sage plus land, hold up, and Root Snare. Something like that. Which might buy us the turn we need. So, counter on it. Come on, land. Good stuff. Alright, Evolution Sage. Land. Proliferate. Yes. And pass. So we can Root Snare if we want to, but if we don't have to, we won't. Because we can take 8 here, and if they present pump spells, then we can do Root Snare if we have to. But I'd like to have something like Flux Channeler in play to properly proliferate. No blocks. And obviously, hitting a land would be absolutely fantastic. It's just a Llanowar Elves. Okay. So we can do Nissa, tick up. It's enough for root snaring. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Tick up root snare. Next turn we've got loads of mana. We can do like Contentious Plan, Tamio, get back Contentious Plan or something like that. Could get Vraska's Contented, which honestly could kill us. Should have thought about that actually. It's probably what's going to happen.
Harness the elements.
Might as well swing. Yeah, I took a risk there that I didn't need to take. If they've got the Contempt, we lose on that spot there. But they didn't. So it gives us a chance to root snare now. They've got a way of just draining for Bishop's Soldier. Gain some life, sure. Nightmare's Thirst on the Evolution Sage. Well, that doesn't matter. The early GG from our opponent, it seems. It's a shame we lost the Evolution Sage. Opponent with the nice. Because now we do actually have... I mean, we could... Could we get it back with Tamio? Yeah, we could pay for Evolution Sage. But we'd lose the counter. Let's do... Tamio.
Every story
Tick
is an
up
opportunity
Nissa
for a new
on
day.
the land.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Contentious Plan. Ooh, there's a Flux Channeler. We should attack my Forest, because now I can't minus my Contentious Plan. Can get Root Snare though, so there is that, I suppose. Maybe I take the extra turn and just... Yeah, I think I might take the extra turn here. Get... Contentious Plan.
No tail should be discarded.
Play the land, play the elves. And swing for 4. Okay, now we do Flux Channeler. We have to do 2 triggers on the Scepter. We need to do Contentious Plan first, though. Instead of going for extra turns, I think. Trigger. Trigger. Scepter. Minus for Root Snare.
The past
Ultimate Tamio. Ultimate Nissa, sorry.
The land bestows opportunity for those who are worthy.
Let's grab every land in our deck. All the mana in the world. And swing for 12. Opponent gets a little pump. And then we do... No, we don't do that. We do that. And now we have Root Snare mana open. We give our opponent an extra turn, but there's not much they can do with it. And we use this Root Snare to pump Tamio to the point where we can actually minus get Contentious Plan and just keep looping. Ticking up lands as we go, which are going to be indestructible 7/7s, 8/8s, 9/9s, 10/10s, so on and so forth. If they kill Nissa, doesn't matter, we've got all of our lands, we'll just get another Nissa. Losing Tamio would be unfortunate, but not actually that bad. Kaya's Wrath. Okay, well. Let's get some proliferating done first. Opponent loses all their creatures. And... let's see, opponent... Good gaming. Yeah, we got 14 damage. No need to continue. And that's the game. 2-0. What the hell? What the hell? Alright then. Okay. Okay, we got turn 2, Bond of Flourishing into Flux Channeler. Work our way up to Nissa. We can do this. Even got a Fog. Breeding Pool for our opponent. I'm not too pleased about River's Rebuke, but I guess this could be a matchup where it actually matters. Just doesn't bounce Nissa lands, which this looks like it could be a Nissa deck we're up against. If it's got green in it, it's a Nissa deck. Shimmer? Okay. Let's just go with the Llanowar Elves here, I think, rather than the Bond of Flourishing. Add some ramp to the board. I don't think my opponent can really deal with it unless they're banned, and then something like Deputy Detention or something weird like that is a possibility. They are banned. Alright, well. Colour me surprised. What do we want to go with? I guess we do Bond of Flourishing because we want the land. One of these Nissas. There it is. Oh, there's a Scepter as well. We want to go after Nissa. Let's just get the Nissa beats in. Hit you for 1. Yeah, Nissa next turn's just too good to turn up. High alert! Oh boy! Oh no, you're gonna make me kill Goodies Boy! Monster. I'm gonna have to kill Goodies Boy. At some point. Not right now though. Let's just tick up the island.
The land fights for us.
You can't make me. I'm not gonna do it. Boo. Hiss. Yeah, so they've got their little combo assembled. We have River's Rebuke, so we can just bounce it all, so I don't have to kill the dog. They can hit Nissa for 3, but that's not too bad. Well, it's unblockable, so I couldn't block the dog, even if I wanted to. And yeah, this pick up all of your cards shenanigans is going to be quite tasty. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana available to us. Actually, 8, 9 available to us. So I could do Flux Channeler, River's Rebuke, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I could do Flux Channeler. Okay. So, Flux Channeler. Play the island. Untap the forest. Gives us 6 mana. 6 mana, bounce your stuff. And proliferate. Pick it up. Alright. Opponent's turn. There's Arcades. So, defenders draw them cards now. It's pretty good. Oh, we can just make them pick it up again. Alright, well. That's a thing, I suppose. Should we just make them pick it up again? We get to proliferate. How much is this going to cost us, though? Because I can play the island. We only have to tap the forest, and then we get another... We get to float, untap,
Behold,
and then
nature's
River's
true
Rebuke.
power.
Pick it up. Land's coming in. Everything coming in, really. Go, go, go. Alright, and we can actually ult Nissa next turn. If we pause for reflection on our turn, we'll proliferate her up to 8. And then we can ultimate play another Nissa, maybe? I think we got the mana for that. Oh, there's the worst enemy. Goodest boy. And Tetsuko. They're gonna make me do it. I don't want to do it, though. But here we are. Yeah, I've got no more River's Rebukes left to bounce the dog, so I'm just gonna have to get it on in. So let's just... It doesn't even matter if I float and tick up. I'm just gonna tick up.
The land shall conquer you.
The land shall conquer you. There we go. Everything in. We didn't kill the dog. Objective complete. We killed the dog. But at what cost? You're at 1. Why? Why would you do this? Yeah. They had the opportunity, and they chose to kill the dog. It is what it is, I suppose. Good game. And picking them up. Alright. Well, we got some pretty casual deck opponents this episode, but, I mean, we managed to showcase the deck. There's not a lot outside of very heavy hand disruption matchups that can really do about anything that we did there, but, I mean, decks with high interaction we just purely cannot beat anyway, so we managed to find our good matchups in today's video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's probably a little bit short, I'm not entirely sure, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for some more content in the future. Just a reminder for you guys, on the 1st, I will actually be joining the streamer event over on twitch.tv/SuperMadLad. It's going to be sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. I hope to see you all there. If you do have any decks that you want me to play on the day, then jump into the Discord and enter them into the Jankstravaganza Discord channel. But other than that, guys, thanks very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for some Omniscience draft, actually. So I'll see you there.